How's it going, everyone? We are back with another weekly watch list. I hope you all had a good weekend and a good week inside and outside the markets. Without further ado, let's rock and roll. But actually, real quick, thank you so much for clicking on the video. Thank you for giving me your time. Thank you for checking this out. I am hopefully learning and growing with you, right? I'm 2 years and 4 full months into trading full time. And it doesn't mean full time like income or anything like that, but it just means treating it like a full time job profession, giving it 4 or 5 hours per day, 6 hours, even up to between chart time, reviews, back testing, daily journaling, things like that, right? So that is what I consider full-time trading for now. The income side of it will come in due time. I'm not worried about that. All right. Anyways, let's get into the watch list. So starting things off with QQQ. All right. We are in this daily supply zone. So we have our previous day high and our previous day low. So first areas I'm going to be watching is this daily supply for another reject here, and to move back down to either the previous day low or below that, this demand zone here. Now I do have this previous day low stacked up with this demand. So I'm just not going to be looking for shorts in this area unless we crack below 480 and then come fill the daily gap at 477. So that's going to be like the range I'm really looking at on QQQ. Underneath the daily gap 477, I would look at shorts potentially down to 462. All right, had to pause it there. Dogs are barking. But anyways, so I will look for shorts below the daily gap 476 and a lot of room back down to 462. Over this daily supply, my next zone up is going to be 497 and then the 70 fib. So if we go to the daily, we can actually take a look at that a little closer. We can see this daily supply that we're in. So if we break this daily supply, above that I have the 70 fib and then the 78, right, from this high to low, okay? So that's going to be QQQ. Let's go over to NQ now and take a look at that. So looking at NQ, I'll take it down to the 15-minute time frame again. Or same thing, supply and demand, right? As you've seen with all my watch lists, I trade supply and demand, previous day high, previous day low, pre-market high, pre-market low, break and retest with the EMAs. That's it, right? Really the biggest thing I need to do is my win rate has been consistently between 50 and 60%, but my losses have always been just a little bit larger than my wins. And then of course, like the bigger blowups in between has really stretched that out. I think if you look at my all-time TradeZella data, it's like my average win is like $70 and my average loss is like 110. So, and then if you just look at my last 30 days, I have a 50% win rate, but my average loss has been like, again, 1.4 times bigger than my wins. And it's not so much my losses are big. I have very good risk management. My losses are always between 10 and 15%. But my wins have just been very small because I trimmed too early due to fear. And I'm getting these 8% wins, these 12% wins, 15% wins. I'm not getting very consistently 30%, 40%, 50%, things like that. I'm rarely, I think I've had, since I started using TradeZella, like maybe 2 wins that were more than 50%. So it's definitely the biggest focus in my trading right now is keep hammering my A+ setups, but just trust them more and allow them to actually be a larger wins, right? Getting that 2-to-1 on the profit factor, right? That two profit factor would be super ideal in this month of May. But anyways, daily supply on NQ, daily and 4-hour, and then we have this 1-hour demand down here. So I'm going to be watching between this range for a reaction of these two areas. So we'll go over to SPY now. Similar look on SPY. We have our previous day high, previous day low. Underneath the previous day low, have this 1-hour demand, and then a previous day low here at 557, and then the daily gap. Above the previous day high, my next resistance are going to be at 570.89, and then we do have daily supply on SPY as well, right? So up here, we have our daily supply at 575. The 70 fib is also in there as well, so that'll be what I'll be watching on SPY. We'll go over to SPX. SPX will go down to the hourly. Just marking previous day high, previous day low for that really helps a ton with trading SPY and QQQ. Nothing really too crazy here. We have a daily gap down here under the previous day low. Next level will be 55.96, which is technically 5,600. Above the previous day high, next level is going to be 57.30, and then again that 70 fib, and then 57.84. Let's go over to ES. So taking a look at ES, we have that 1-hour demand, and then we are currently in daily supply, which has been up here for a while, right? This level here. And where did we reject perfectly to a T on Friday? That's right at that daily supply, and we never broke above it, right? Came up here, rejected it again, rejected it again. But by this time, I was done trading. I do not trade after 12 o'clock EST, so I was not trading this. But you can see we rejected that level perfectly. So I'm not looking at longs anywhere in this area, right? Price needs to break above this supply. Above that, we have more daily supply on ES that I have marked as well. So next supply is going to be up here at 57.95, right? So we have these zones kind of stacked on top of each other. So real quick, I'll drag this one over across now, but that's where I'm going to be looking for above 57.50, all right? So I'm not going to do IWM. I have it marked out, but I'm not trading IWM. I said that last week. I'm just going to be taking it off the watch list. I do update the levels every day, but I'm not trading IWM, so I'm going to keep it off the watch list. But anyways, that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing week inside and outside the market. Again, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for giving me your time. Truly wishing you the best. God bless. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next watch list.